Oh, Scooby-Doo, give me, I wanna be like you. Scooby-Doo, I wanna walk like you, talk like you too.
What's up, guys? Ghost Rider 822005 here, bringing you guys finally another review. Sorry it's been so long. I've been busy and just haven't been motivated, but I'm bringing you one now, so enjoy it. I am bringing you the Marvel Legends Watch Your Build-A-Figure series Disney Plus wave, Sylvie or Lady Loki, however you want to call her. It has been a fat minute since I've reviewed figures, so bear with me. I think it's been since like December, January maybe, so just bear with me. I hope I'm going to try my best on this, but yeah. So in the front of the box you see Sylvie, her little sword, which is inaccurate, 2 extra hands in the Watcher BAF piece. I sold all my other BAF pieces. I don't really want the Watcher. I don't like his animated look too much, so I don't really care for the pieces, so I sold them. On the side you see a little art of Sylvie, which is, I guess, concept art from the show. On the back, she's Sylvie, her bio there, if you want to read it, pause it there. And all the figures from the wave. I have him, her, him, and her now. I don't really want Zombie Hunter, Spider-Man, or Nebula, so I'm fine on that part. This side, the same art. Bottom, that's how much I paid, a little too much. Top, just his little Loki logo. The box is a little bent, but let's get to it and crack her open. And here is Sylvie, all of her packaging, and this figure is actually really sick. I do have a couple problems with her that I will get into as the review goes on. Hint, hint, it's that ugly and awful cape. But other than that, like, the figure is pretty solid. So let's just get into her accessories and take a closer look at the figure. And before I get into all the actual accessories, here's the Watcher cape. I'm probably going to sell this, I don't know. Sylvie comes with a giant split open left hand and a fisted right hand. And then she has 2 grip hands, which both can hold her sword. And the sword itself is actually pretty nice looking. I don't know if there's any pictures on the internet of the actual sword, but this one, I don't think it's very accurate. I think the one in the show was not like blue or anything. It has some like inscription on there. If you can even see it, it won't focus very well. But there is some inscription on there, and it's the same on the other side. It's like a blue kind of sword. I guess maybe a frost giant kind of thing. And then she has this gold handle with a little blue part there and another inscription on it. But I really do like this sword. And then finally she has this giant, like, hard plastic cape, which, you know, it looks cool. Like, on the figure, it looks pretty cool. But as you can see when I'm putting it on her, like, it's very traffic cone-like. So if you want to get her just, like, standing there, kind of looking cool with the cloak, then of course it'll work. But if you try to, like, do any action pose with it, like, I would just put a crappy example of me attempting it, but like you can't move her legs out, you can't move her arms out or anything with the cloak. So for me personally, as someone who animates and like poses figures, it's like pointless to even have it. So I hope that I can find someone who like sells a cloth cape, because I really do like this figure, and I want it to be able to do a lot more, and that cape just does not work, but I wanted to have her cape. And going into Sylvie's detail and just kind of likeness, here she is next to Sylvie from the show. I do not know the actress's name off the top of my head, but just here she is next to the one from the show. And I think based on the show, this looks pretty darn accurate to the actual actress. I don't see really any inconsistencies with the way the head looks or to like the overall just body design. I think all of it's pretty accurate. There's a lot of detail on here. Like, I love the gold on here, how it's all like kind of rusted. That might just be paint in this hat, but I feel like it's just showing off her being on the run. The broken horn looks really cool. Like the tattered strings in the back of her vest. Everything about this looks really cool. It's all pinless, no like pins in the joints. So that looks really cool. Over there, all seamless, everything. The boots look really nice. I think those look really cool. But yeah, the detail, I think since this came out after the show released, I don't know if they designed the figure before the show release or anything, but after the show released, they, like, this is coming after the show, so I think I just gave them a lot more time just to tweak things and just work on things and make it as accurate as possible. Alright, so going on articulation, there is a dumbbell joint at the top of the head. I can pull the head off and show you real quick. Well, you can't really see it, but there's not like a the regular hinge joint. It's a dumbbell joint, which I don't know if it's a hot take. I think the people who buy figures or the community is like a little like in the middle on it. I personally love the dumbbell joint because it just gives you so much more to do. Because instead of just like, let's take the the Loki from the other Disney Plus wave, for example, he can not really move his head side to side and can look up and down. That's really it. With this one, going articulation-wise, she can look up pretty much all the way, down all the way, can still go side to side, and she just has a lot more, like, range of movement and just gives a lot more, like, I don't know how to, what's the word I'm looking for? It just gives a lot more character to the figure. But, yeah, the shoulders go out about, not that far, I guess. I wish it could be a little higher, but it's fine. Down all the way. The arms swing all the way around. No bicep swivel or anything. She does have single jointed elbows, but they do bend past 90 degrees, so it doesn't really bother me. It swivels. Each of the weapon holding hands hinge down and up, and then do rotate, while the splayed out hand and the fist rotate and hinge like in and out. The diaphragm joint crunches forward. Actually pretty good. I cannot complain about that. Like, it's a pretty good crunch. Back a bit more. It can rotate and move all the way around like that. She can kick forward. Not a whole lot. She can kick back a little bit. Out pretty much all the way. She has a thigh cut. Double jointed pinless knees. She has boot rotation there. Ankles move down. They do move up. And she has a great ankle pivot. Before we go right into size comparisons, Sylvie comes out to be just under 6 inches tall, or just right at 6 inches tall. Look, she's around 6 inches tall. Here is Sylvie next to her self-cessed twin Loki, and I changed the hands and the weapon on Loki, but I mean, like, that didn't really change his height, but I just thought I'd throw that out there. Here she is next to Ragnarok Loki. Here she is next to her wave mate Captain Carter. Here she is with integrated suit Peter Parker. And finally, here she is next to a clone trooper and a hat. And that's my review. Overall, I love this figure to death. It's really fun to mess around with and just pose and everything. And honestly, like, it's just really fun to mess around with. Now, the cloak I hate with a burning passion. And, I mean, like, that's really it. Everything else in this figure is pretty solid, so I really can't complain. Hope you guys like this review. I know it's been a very long time since I've done one. I'm not promising these will be regular things, but you know, whenever I feel like it and have something to review, I'll see if I can do it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
I wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you, talk like you.